welcome back to the kitchen. So I tried to start this video a little bit ago when I was getting everything ready so we could prep supper together. However, I wound up having to stop recording and I just deleted it because I'm not going to put up a 2-minute video unless it's a short, and it wasn't. So now we're attempting to do it again. However, I've just been in the zone and it's kind of hard to turn that off once I've already started. So all my prep is pretty much done outside of my onion and my peppers. And I don't know what happened to my onion, but I've never in my life had an onion peel that's this hard to get off. So I'm thinking I accidentally got my onion wet, and that's why I'm having such a hard time with the skin. But we are going to be making my baked ziti. Now, my ziti pasta is already cooked. It is currently in my sink, drained. So while my pasta was cooking, I finished my dishes, from lunch, plus like I explained to y'all earlier when we made lunch together, I had a bunch of my mason jars. That's the only thing that was in my sink is what we dirtied from lunch and like snacks throughout the day, and then a lot of mason jars, and I had them soaking. So they've been soaking for hours. I went ahead while my pasta was cooking, like I said, and scrubbed everything. So, oh my goodness. My sink is all clean, and then I got my strainer out, put that in the sink, and as soon as my pasta was done, which literally was like a minute ago, if that, I went ahead and strained it, and then I went ahead and got in my pantry, and I got some of my roasted garlic canned pasta, added some of my cream in here, so that's on low. My meat is pretty much done. It's already seasoned. I just use the same seasonings I always do, but I didn't want to have to wait to do that, so I just wanted to get everything going. Now, earlier I had explained to y'all that my supper plans got a little bit messed up. So every Sunday, like today, I sit down and I get out my meal prep, my meal planning papers, and I fill it out, and I go ahead and meal plan for the entire week ahead. And then I'll get everything out as, the week progresses to prep everything for each day. Normally, every morning, y'all know, I wake up super early, get my husband off to work by 2 o'clock, and then I'm drinking my first cup of coffee, feeding my inside animals, get dressed, and truck her outside to feed all my outside animals and to knock the ice out of their water troughs, clean it, and then I go ahead and give them fresh water. Once I come back in, and before we do the morning devotional, I go ahead and get everything out that I'm going to need for supper. So the skin's driving me crazy. I've never in my life had problems with an onion peel, ever. Anyway, I'll get everything out that I need for that night's supper. That way, any meat that needs to thaw will thaw, and so forth. Well, I have stuck to my meal planning every day, I believe, this week. The only thing was last night for the Sabbath, I was supposed to make my baked ziti. And then tonight, which is Sunday, I was supposed to make my chicken stir fry. I was either just going to do like a basic chicken curry stir fry or my chicken tikka masala curry. And I was looking forward to that. So y'all have no idea. I was looking forward to that. But everybody wanted my pan crust pizza last night, so we had a change in plans, and that's what I wound up making. So we had my pan crust, meatball pizza, and then we had my pan crust, bless you, pepperoni and cheese pizza, and I made some of my cream of crab. That's literally what we had for supper last night for the Sabbath. And then because we did that, tonight we're having my baked ziti, and then tomorrow I'll do my chicken tikka masala curry. Now, earlier I explained to y'all that I was going to go ahead and just cook both. That was the plan for tonight. I was going to go ahead and make both, and if I didn't want the baked ziti tonight, that's fine. I would prep it, cook it, wrap it up, and put it in my fridge for tomorrow's supper, and then we could have the chicken tikka masala tonight. And vice versa, if we wanted to bake ziti, I could cook my chicken stir fry, wrap it up, put it in. Tomorrow's supper would already be done. But based off of just how today went, I'm not cooking 2 whole meals. I don't have it in me tonight. Normally I do. Tonight I don't. So, now what we are going to do is, my onion is all peeled. We are going to slice up my onion in strips, like to caramelize it. And I'm going to go ahead and put it in with my sauce. And we are going to get that going because all we got to do is layer it up. Thank you. So, just going to slice up our onion super thin. A couple minutes. I'm getting ready to layer it. Once everything is layered and we pop it in the oven just to melt, we're going to make a quick salad. Tell y'all what, I pray my heart out every single day and night. Like, I pray probably more than I do anything. Constantly talking to God. I talk to God more than I talk to anybody. And I pray for everyone and everything because I truly want everybody just to do good and be happy. But I really pray that things kick off here and I can get my forever farm and just go, you know? I so important to me. I've been through a lot in my life. I really have. And I don't complain, you know, not like that. I mean, I call people out on their BS, and if they're doing something wrong, that's not complaining. That's literally being like, hey, you know, I'd want somebody to do that to me too. I wouldn't, you know, if somebody's house is on fire, you're not just going to walk by and mind your own business. And if you do, then you need to do some serious soul reflection. Because me, if I walk by and I see somebody's house is on fire, I'm going to scream and yell to get their attention and try to help them. Some people don't like that, even though it's done out of love, you know? And like I said, I've been through so much, and yet I never let that harden my heart. I never let that change me for the worse. If anything, it just makes me more sympathetic to people and love harder. And I have fought like hell for my peace. Y'all have no idea how hard I have fought for my peace. I have been in horrible situations at the hands of others. Had a lot of bad stuff done to me by the hands of others. I have survived abuse. I have survived many things, and my peace is extremely important to me. I am the most selfless person I have ever known outside of my padre and abuela. Like, I always put other people first to my detriment. I put people first, even though, and I put myself on the back burner. And I've always been that way, and I'm always going to be that way. But one thing from everything that I've been through that I never thought I would waver on again is my peace. When I made it through what I survived, I broke down, and I was literally on my knees bawling. I mean bawling, ugly bawling to God, thanking Him and praising Him and promising myself and God that I would never allow my peace to be taken from me by another person again. People may take other things that's out of my control, but they're not getting my peace. And for the longest time, I stayed true to that. And I felt a lot of my peace gone. Even though I swore it would never happen again. Like, I would never let my peace be taken. And so I'm back to that feeling of seriously needing my peace back. And I'm really hoping and praying that I can get my forever farm and get my peace and solitude back. I really, really do. Because that's what I need. And I'm trying with everything in me and working very hard. Even if it doesn't seem like it, I promise you I am. I'm trying. I'm really trying here. I'm grateful for the homestead here. I truly am. But it served its purpose. You know what I mean? It truly served its purpose. I'll be right back, guys. On a different note, I have seeds everywhere, as y'all know. So, this is where I keep some of my pepper seeds. And over here, I had some of my pepper seeds drying. So I'm just going to take them and drop them in here real quick, and then put these seeds up here to dry. Now some seeds I just put straight in my compost bucket, as y'all know, because I have so many seeds. But there are some, like if they're in here, that I'll go ahead and just dry out. So like the ones on here, I'll just add it to the compost. But if there's any like this, or on my knife, then I'll take them and I put them right over here on top of my sun-dried tomatoes, which is in one of my mason jars. And they dry out perfect there, believe it or not, they really do. Right. I got tons of seeds over here. Everything happens for a reason. I've definitely learned that through the years. Even sometimes when you're just sitting there and you're like, God, I know everything happens for a reason, but I don't understand the reason for this. I really don't. Whether we understand or not, God has a reason. And God does not owe us an explanation. We just need to trust Him. And it's hard. I'm not going to sit here and say that it's not. It's not hard to trust God, but it's hard when you're going through something or something falls apart. No matter what it is, somebody changes and switches up on you. Or situations that you're worried about. Horrible. They want me to come out, but I'm like, can't walk out right now.